Hi guys, today I am back with another video and I'm going to be discussing something. To some people TMI, but I think it's really important that people talk about this. YouTube is the perfect place to discuss things like this. Basically, I want to talk about the menstrual cup today. This is the Eve cup. I actually got sent this. I'll link my blog post down below that I did about this. Since going vegan. Was it since going vegan? I'd heard about these. I'd heard about menstrual cups. I'd heard how good they are if you have like really painful periods, which I do. I have massively painful periods. This kept on cropping up as something to use on your periods, and apparently it made your pains better. I'm like wangling around like it's a condom or something. It looks a little bit like a condom. But yeah, so this is basically the shape of it. It's got this little dangly bit, and I will show you how to insert it as well. But basically, I was just intrigued with menstrual cups. I have always used tampons. I think when I first started my period, I probably tested out sanitary towels first couple of weeks, and I was like, no, this isn't for me. I felt like I was wearing a nappy. I just felt really uncomfortable. So then I went on to tampons, and when I first put a tampon in, I fainted. And it was like a massive, like obviously to a lot of people it probably is a big thing. I mean, you're sticking a tampon inside your vagina, like that's probably not had anything up there. I preferred using tampons to sanitary towels. I felt cleaner, even though it's not as clean because it's soaking up all of the stuff inside you and keeping it inside your body. Now I look back on that and I think I'm not really keen on that idea, but obviously everyone's different, each to their own. Now I've used this, I would never go back. It got some getting used to though, don't get me wrong, it definitely got some getting used to. The first time I put it in, it took me ages to get it in, and a lot of people say, oh, it's really easy to just get in, and I didn't have that experience when I first put it in. I practiced a few times before my period, and then and managed to get it in, and then when I was actually on my period and I put it in, I really struggled. Maybe took a good 15-20 minutes to try and get it in. You have to be careful as well, because sometimes if you insert it a little bit like dodgy, it does feel uncomfortable. But once you get the hang of it and you get in the routine, you can't even feel it's in there. When it's in there properly, you can't even feel it's in there. You can slightly feel this bit, and some people I've heard chop it off. I'm not too bothered about that. Like it does stick out a little bit, but I'm not too bothered. Whatever floats your boat. It is good for when you're trying to pull it out. Now, this is how I put it in. I think there's a couple of ways of folding, different folding techniques. I will link some good information down below about it. But what I do is I fold it like that. So like get it, fold it, and then it's like that shape, like a U shape. And then what I do is I squat, and then I do a couple of prepare myself and what I do is, if you've done pelvic floor muscles, then you'll know what I mean by pushing down. So it's kind of like opening, relaxing everything, and then I start pushing it up, and while I'm pushing it up, I'll push down, and so my muscles are pushing down, so there's more manoeuvre kind of thing, if that makes sense. Once it's in there, it will be scrunched up like this. It will still be folded. I've heard different people say different things. Some people say they do a full turn and then that makes it just pop out. But I tried that, and after turning and turning and getting quite sore, sometimes that doesn't work for me. Now, different people say different things. Some people say they do a full turn and then that makes it just pop out. But I tried that, and after turning and turning and getting quite sore, sometimes that doesn't work for me. So what I do is, while it's folded, I'll hold on to it, and while I'm turning, I push down again. So I'm pushing down on push my pelvic floor muscles down. Does that make sense? Push down so you're relaxing everything, and then while you're turning it, it's just magically pops open, and you might hear it like not as loud as that, but you know what I mean. Like you hear the suction suck in, so it's like that. And honestly, I get really heavy, painful periods, and I can probably leave this in for maybe sort of 9 hours, 8-9 hours, and there's no leaking, nothing. You can hardly feel it. I haven't noticed the pain getting better, but that's because I've got a lot of other things going on with my lady bits that I probably won't go into now, but I'm in the process of going to the hospital, etc. But so I haven't noticed like the pain getting better, but it got to a point with tampons where I was like, I physically cannot put a tampon up there. I don't know what it was. My body was just like, no, I don't want it. Don't stop putting tampons inside me. They're full of chemicals for starters. This just seemed like a better option. It's environmentally friendly. The amount of tampons that go in the waste, like, just think how many times a woman is on her period in a year. Like, how many tampons does she get through? Like, when you think of it like that, it is disgusting, like what it must be doing to our planet. To clean it is, every time you take it out, just rinse the blood down the sink, give it a rinse and a wash, and then pop it back in. After you finish your period, all you do is put it in a bowl of boiling hot water. I got this little cute bag with it as well. I thought that was really cute. I just think it's a good alternative to if you're using tampons. I would say this is the size of this. I wish they did like a slightly smaller one, just because this is the smallest one that you're supposed to have if you haven't had if you're under 35 and haven't had any children. So this one's the smallest one. I think they could possibly do a slightly smaller one than this one, just because even this, when I first started my period and I'm not used to putting it in, I do struggle a little bit. I need to like relax myself, and you know what I mean. Like you could even put like some Vaseline on it to get it up there. That would actually work. I hope this has kind of been a little bit informative. It's like something that I haven't really touched upon anything of this kind of nature, and it is a little bit like a taboo subject. Like some people don't like talking about their periods and how painful they are and etc. when it's perfectly natural. Like every single woman has a period. We can all share, and it helps everybody. It helps everyone with their experiences. And if you are going through anything, any problems that you're having with your period, how much easier is it if we all just talk about it, and then if someone is going through a similar thing, then it's a great help. Like it can be so helpful. They haven't paid me to do this, by the way. I actually got in touch with them and said I wanted to do a video just because I want to talk about things that do like matter on my channel, as well as doing like food hauls and clothing hauls and like all things girly. I do want to like occasionally do the video that is possibly going to help somebody. But yeah, if anyone wants to ask me any questions about it, how I find it or whatever, just let me know in the description. Let me know in the comments, and I will be more than happy to talk about this little bad boy. Or you can follow me on social media. I'll leave my links here, and you can ask me on social media. You can even like ask me to follow you, and I'll private message you if you don't feel comfortable doing it on a public platform. That is my video about the Eve cup. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you use one too. We can chat about it. Just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who is subscribe to me. It honestly means so much that actually people want to watch me and don't think that I'm a little weirdo. I'm a little weirdo, but you know what I mean. So thank you for all the support. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe. I will leave links and everything in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye. Ooh.